Hey everyone, and welcome to another vinyasa, or no, sorry, it's a HIIT core yoga class tonight. Um, yeah, I going to be practicing in bare feet, and you can too, or you can use running shoes if you would like. You just need a mat. Or you can do this on your carpet if you want to, but I recommend something that's not going to be too slippery because you might sweat a little bit. So tonight we're going to be focusing on core and ab work and cardio. So trying to mix it up. I don't typically like to just do ab isolation exercises. I like to do kind of a combination, just kind of core exercises so that you're getting more than one muscle group working at the same time. That way you can kind of do a double whammy on, you just kind of get the best bang for your buck when you're doing some more dynamic movement. But I'm going to throw in some burnout at the end of the class, and we'll do some ab stuff during the class. So let's get started on your mat, and we'll stretch out in child's pose. Bring the knees wide and big toes are touching. Stretch your arms forward, reach forehead to the floor, and take long deep breaths in and out through the nose. Turn your hands now so that the thumbs point up towards the ceiling, and you're just keeping your head flat on the floor. You can rotate your palms so that they face up towards the ceiling as well. Keep breathing deep, stretching back, keep the hips pulling back towards the heels, press down into the mat. Flip your palms back onto the floor, lift up, walk over to the left side, reach at an angle, bow to your left knee. Tuck the chin in, keep breathing. Walk on back over to the other side here, over to the right side, and bow to your right knee. Hips pulling back. Breathing into the left side of your body. All right, and then come back around. We're gonna come up forward up to tabletop position, and then just spin around so that you get onto your back. And we're gonna do kind of a variation of windshield wipers. So you're lying on your back, your arms are out to a T position, and you're just gonna keep your knees bent, and then you're gonna go over to one side, and the top leg is gonna be straight, and the bottom leg straightens out as well. So you're kind of scissoring the legs, bring it back to center, and do the other side. So head flat on the floor, and you're just going from side to side, scissoring the legs. So twisting over to the left side, and that right leg goes over top, twisting over to the left side, and you should feel the stretch in your shoulders as well. You can bring your shoulders in a little bit if you wish. Keep breathing and just kind of reaching with the legs as best as you can. Okay, and then back to center. Grab onto the backs of your knees and pull in, rock up. Pull in, rock up. So rolling like a ball. Tuck the chin in. Okay, and then rock up so that you're in a cross-legged sitting position. If you need to, you can stretch your legs forward. Ideally, you just have your legs crossed and you can prop yourself up a little bit if you need to block or cushion underneath your seat. Right away, lift the arms up above the head, stretch up, inhale, and then exhale, twist to the right side. Left hand onto the right knee, inhale, lift up, exhale to the other side. Inhale, lift up, exhale to the right side. So we're just trying to get the spine moving here. We're not going to be holding any of the stretches. At the beginning, we'll hold a little bit at the end, but we're just trying to get the body warm here. One more time on each side. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Okay, reach up, inhale, exhale, reach forward, bowing, chin tucking in towards the chest. Walk over to the left side and reach. Walk over to the right side. Walk over to the left side. Breathe. Walk over to the right. And back to center. Walk up, take the hands back behind you. You can lift your hips here, or you can keep your hips on the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lift your heart. One more breath. And release. Okay, see if we can rock forward from here. So planting the hands forward and then shifting the weight, and then release the legs out from underneath you so that you come into a tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Begin moving around in a circle motion. Start to bend into your elbows. Engage the core. Both directions, counterclockwise and clockwise. Okay, back to center, cow-cat, round the spine, tuck the tailbone under, round the upper spine, tuck chin. Inhale, release the belly, lift chin, chest forward, and pull the shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Come back to neutral spine. Lift that left arm out to the side, reach up, and then down. Right arm out to the side and up, down. Left arm, inhale, exhale. Right arm, inhale, exhale. Left arm, inhale. Exhale, and right arm. Inhale, exhale. Okay, coming up into downward facing dog. Walk the hands forward, tuck toes, lift your hips, walk it out. Drop the head, pedal the feet out. So bending into the right knee, then the left knee. Okay, warming the shoulders up even more. So pull back into the heels first. Then move forward to plank position. Pull back into downward facing dog. Move forward to plank. Pull back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. See if you can keep the legs straight and the core engaged the entire time here. If you need to go slower, you can here. Inhale. Exhale one more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Bend knees, step forward to the top and fold. Breathe. Sway side to side. All right, and then back to center and then rise on up and reach up. Deep breath in. Exhale, open the arms in, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right, reach up all the way. Okay, interlace all fingers, so for index and thumb, press up with your hands here and arms straight. Lean to your right side. Come back to center, lean to your left side. Come back to center, lean to the right side again. Come back to center and lean to the left. Come back to center. Open up the arms and take the hands back behind you. Clasp the hands and pull back. Hold. Okay, bow forward with straight legs. Keep the hands clasping, pulling back. and rise up. Step your right foot forward or your left foot back, just staggering your stance. Feet are about a foot or a foot and a half spaced apart, and feet are hip distance apart. So again, just lean back, open heart, folding forward, drawing the head towards your right knee. The knees are a little bit flexed, so not totally locked out here. The hips are pulling back, and then rising up, and then switching sides. So your right foot steps back, or your left foot kind of steps forward, staggering your stance, and pulling back again. Inhale, exhale, folding forward. So you do need to engage those legs here, just to kind of keep your balance. Engage your core and rise on up. Okay, step forward, just bring your feet together, open up the arms, reach up, exhale, fold forward, bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, hands to the floor, step right foot back, drop your knee down, right knee, lift the arms up, crescent lunge, exhale, hands to the floor, come back into plank pose and lower through chaturanga, bring it into up dog cobra, come back into plank pose, drop your forearms to the floor, and then round the spine. So not quite going into dolphin pose, you're not pulling back through the hips. Think of your upper spine rounding, and then try to bring it back to neutral, but not sinking all the way down. So just kind of neutral enough where it feels like your shoulders are still engaged. So again, rounding, think about pulling the navel to the spine, squeezing the legs, and then neutral. Rounding, drop the head, and then neutral. Chin lifts forward a little bit. Rounding the upper spine, and release. One more time, rounding, and release. Walk up, so you're in plank pose, and then step your right foot forward, bring your left knee to the floor, and reach up. Breathing deep. One more deep breath in, and exhale. Step forward to the top, and then step your feet wide. So either you can step your feet wide on your mat, or you can just shift around to lengthwise here. So we're just gonna go over, so kind of a wide legged, and we're gonna go reach to the right foot, and then we're gonna come up and reach with both arms, and then reach to the left foot, and then come up, reach with both arms. So just coming down. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach, and then to the center. Folding forward. As you fold forward, again, we're just not going to keep a static position for very long. We're just going to shift very lightly, bending the knees side to side. So you're getting into the hips, warming up inner thighs, moving hips side to side. Okay, 5 or 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back to center. Reach up, deep breath in, exhale, and out. Okay, going into arm swings and butt kickers. So you are crossing the arms, right over left, left over right, and you are drawing your heel to your bum. Again, it's just some dynamic warm-up. This is one of my favorites that I usually do before every HIIT class, just to kind of get those shoulders open, loosen up quadriceps, hips, and get the heart rate up a little bit more. Okay, rotating your hands when you come open, so you're reaching open, the palms face open, and then close them when you're crossing the body. Okay. All right, and then next we're going to squat and toe touch. Reach, so come down for a squat, kick our leg, and reach with both hands. Come down for a squat, kick a leg, reach for both with both hands. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So this is just warming up some hamstrings here and hips. And the shoulders involved a little bit for that reach. One more on each side. 1 and 2. Okay, and then just go to twisting. Just kind of lazily twisting. Let the shoulders go. Breathing deep. Okay, so you can just kind of keep moving, marching in place if you want to, as I begin to explain what's about to happen. Tonight, we're going to change up because I got the interval timer back, and we are going to now do a 20, 20, 20, 50 exercise tonight. So 10 seconds rest in between each set, and it's going to be an A-B pattern. So we are going to do an A exercise for 20, 20, 20, and then a B exercise for 50 seconds long. So it'll be a mix of cardio, core, and abs. So first two, lunge to squat. Oh yeah, by the way, and it's also going to, I call this the alternates. So we're doing A, B. So it's going to be an exercise and then another exercise, and then the next round we're going to reverse those two exercises around. So what we ended with, we will start with in the next round. So it's going to be double killer tonight. So it's going to be awesome. Lunge to squat, right leg only. So we're just going, you're going to step back with the right leg for a lunge, and then step forward so that your feet are a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Come down for squat. So step back for lunge, back lunge, squat, back, squat, okay? 20, 20, 20, that's what we're doing. Then we're going to do some slow mountain climbers for 50 seconds. So you're in plank pose, and you're just going to hold the right knee in, and then step back, hold, count 1, 2, step back, hold 1, 2, step back, okay? That's going to really engage your core when you do it slow. So it's just going to be kind of less cardio, more core. And then, yeah, like I said, in the next round, we're going to start with mountain climbers, and we're going to do that for 20, 20, 20, and then end in the lunge squat and hold that for 50 seconds. So 10 seconds to get ready here. We're doing lunge to squat and just the right leg only. So 4, 3, 2, 1, go for it. So squat or lunge, squat. Okay, and when you come back to that lunge, again, you just want to step back enough. I'm dropping my back knee to the floor, but you don't have to. So you can kind of do mini squats, just kind of stepping back. Okay, that's it. Take a break. That's 20 already. In between those 10 seconds, you can just kind of keep moving. Okay, 2, 1, go for it again. So again, you just want to do as many reps as possible. You're still on there doing the right leg. And keeping your chest up. You should start feeling the burn on your left leg. If you haven't already, you'll feel it in that next round for sure. Okay, take a break, shake it out, breathe it out. In 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Core engaged. And just keep the lungs open. Four. And that's it. Okay, mountain climbers are next. So come down onto your mat in a plank position. So if you want to, you can drop your knees to the floor. I'm just going to demo the beginner. So knees to the floor, hold 1, 2, and then back. Look over to your knee so that you can kind of lean and pull that knee up as close and as tight as possible. Otherwise, in plank form, on your toes and back. Pull in, try to get that knee really close to your elbow if possible. Again, just try to count 1, 2, 2 seconds per side, and then back. Core engaged. And again, looking to the knee helps keep the upper back rounded. All right, and that's the end of that round. we're gonna start right away. We're going to do mountain climbers again for 20-20-20. This time we are going to do twisted mountain climbers, and you can speed this one up if you want to. So that looks like this, pulling the opposite knee to your elbow, opposite knee to elbow, and you can do these, which is speeding it up, or you can do the slow cross as well. And then we're going to end for 50 seconds doing the squat or lunge to squat on the right side again. Okay, so 10 seconds to get ready here. Starting with mountain climbers in 5, 4, twisted mountain climbers, 3, 2, 1, go. And again, if you want more cardio, then you're moving fast. If you want to slow it down and just focus on your form, that's fine too. Maybe you change it up, maybe you do a few fast, a few slow. Okay, take a break. If you want more of a challenge, we've done this before in some of our classes where you hold plank for that 10 seconds. Okay, you don't get a break. You hold your plank, okay? If you're a real glutton for punishment, that's what you can do. Just throwing it out there. Breathing deep. 3, 2, 1. Break. Last round here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Driving the knee. And again, just do slow crosses if you want to, okay? 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next is lunge to squat, right leg only. Do the left leg in the next 2 sets. 3, 2, 1, go. Right squat. So because of the long time now, you'll feel the burn quite a bit more on the left side. No time to rest equals fire, lactic acid build up. Okay, just try to keep your lungs open and take a break if you need to take a break. Or don't go down so far in your lunge or your squat. You got 5 seconds left. 2, 1. Okay, that's it. So that is round 1 and 2. That's how it's going to look like for the rest of the timed interval training tonight. So we'll get on for the next ABs. Is going to be lunge to squat on the left side, and then we're going to do a walk down burpee and do some arms, do a push-up. So we're going to go walking down. You're going to do a half burpee, so you're going to jump in with your both feet and then jump back to plank, and then do a push-up and then walk back to the back of the mat and do a jump up or a reach up. For beginners, walk down to plank pose, step, step, step back, drop your knees, do your push up, lift your knees, walk back, reach up, okay? No excuses, you can do this. You don't have to do the jumping version, but you can certainly try it out and go through the motions, and you will get stronger, okay? Use your knees as a way to just take the load off. 10 seconds to get ready here. We're going to start with the left leg. Left leg's gonna step back in a lunge, and then you're squatting, okay? 2, 1, okay, go. So step back, squat. So this is our 20-20-20s. And breathing, and chest lifting. Lungs open. Okay, take a break. If you want to go a little more advanced for this one as well, subtracting those breaks, you can stay in a lunge position for that 10 seconds. You can stay here for that 10 seconds. If you really like that burning feeling, I don't know, some people like it. I like to walk the next day most of the time, but if you're planning on just sitting all tomorrow, then maybe it's a good thing. Okay, next one, and this is the last one. This might be the last of our 20s. All right, so we're coming down. We're up to the back of the mat, getting ready for a 50-second on half burpee. Push up, come down, jump in, jump back, push up, back to the mat, jump up. I'm probably just gonna stop talking because I need all the air I can get. "19 seconds. Remember, you can always drop those knees for the push-ups. Three, two, one. Okay, that's the end of that one. We will start with that one. This one, the variation on this one for the 20-20-20, do the same thing, but you're gonna come down, walk down, and then you're gonna do the half burpee, but lie down onto your chest and belly, and then push up from there. Okay, so chest all the way, belly all the way touching the floor, and then pushing up and walking back. Okay, 10 seconds to get ready, ending in that the lunge squat on that left leg for 50 seconds. So starting the back of the mat, ready for 20-20-20s, go for it. So do your half burpee, come all the way down, and then push up, and then back to the mat. Plank, half burpee, all the way down, push up. Okay, break. There's moves where there's lots of different moves. You'll find the time goes by really fast. That's always a good thing. Okay, go for it. Half burpee, just the floor. Okay, break. One more to do. Keep your the self movement here. Keep your lungs open. Go for it. Half burpee. Chest down. Walk back. Jump up. Remember, you can always walk in and walk back. You don't have to do the jumping. Lying down on the floor, you can just collapse onto the floor and then push yourself up. That's fine too. Okay. So next one, we're ending in the lunge squat. Left leg. Don't forget the left leg. Okay, go for it. Stepping back, squatting. Back. Just about 20 seconds left. Should feel something happening in your right leg. Core engaged. Yeah, there are all these exercises. You can keep engaging your core. Okay, always be mindful, staying centered. That'll help with balance. 1, okay, that's it. Shake it out. And that was our alternate. Okay, so we just did 4 rounds altogether. We're going into the next 2 rounds with our next 2 exercises. All right, stand drinking water. All right, so doing some side planks next. For A, we're just some switching sides. So you're going to be in plank pose. You come down the forearm. We're going to hand behind the head, bring the elbow to the knee, and knee to elbow for 2 times. So 1, 2, plant your hand to plank pose. Do 1 plank jack. So jump your feet apart, jump them together, push to the other side, and 1, 2. So think of there's these side crunches you need to do. And then plank jack. Switch side. 1, 2. Plank jack. So just count yourself. 1, 2. Plank jack. 1, 2. Plank jack. Going over and over again for 20, 20, 20. Our B exercise tonight will be some abs here. So jackknife crisscross crunch. So on your back. And so we're going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2 with straight legs. So 1, 2 straight legs. And we're going to touch the inner arch of the foot. Okay, with both sides. And then bent knees. So 1, 2, bent knees. 1, 2, straight legs. 1, 2, bent knees. 1, 2, straight legs. Aim for that. If you can't reach, touch the inner shin. Okay, like my shoulders are off the floor, my head is off the floor. For beginners, if you want to, you can just do head onto the floor and just go 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, if there's neck issues, just keep your head on the floor and you're just moving the legs. 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're just keeping going as best as you can. Or you can reach 2. You can reach with your arms, but keep your head on the floor. Okay, and that'll give you a little bit of upper abdominal engagement. That's what we want. We want the upper and the lower happening. So that's why I lift my shoulders and head. But yeah, if you have any neck issues, then feel free to just rest your head. Or just try it out and see how many you can do and then drop to the rest. So that is that. Let's do start with the side plank, jack, side plank. Alternating side. 10 seconds to get ready. 20, 20, 20. Side plank. You can be on your forearm, by the way. So you can be doing this. 1, 2. Okay? So 1, 2. Plank jack. 1, 2. Okay, and if you're really new to this side plank, and any kind of movement happening in side plank, then you don't have to go fast, okay? But if you're used to it, then by all means, speed it up. You'll get your cardio in. Maybe it's just cardio anyways because it's challenging, right? Anything that's new is usually kind of a little bit more energy taxing because you're learning so much. But if you do this long enough, body gets efficient. So, okay, that's it. We do have 1 more round and then we're into the jackknives. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And if it felt like it was too short a time, if you want to do this workout again, then you just stay in side plank for your 10-second rest, right? That's how you burn out your sides a lot more. You can just take out those rests. Okay, get on your back. Jackknife crunch in. 2, 1, go. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So you want to think about pulling your rib cage down and in, pulling your navel to your spine. So as best you can, straight leg, straight leg, bent knee, bent knee. Shoulders, head off the floor. Arms are just chopping away here. Reach for the inner foot. So inner arch of the foot. Each time, try to slap it. Can't see my timer here, sorry too. That's it. Good job. Okay, we will start in that jackknife crunching, 20-20-20, and end in our elbow plank jack. Okay, no other variations. We're just gonna do straight up what we just did for 20-20-20. Right, so 10 seconds to get ready. And again, if you are just waiting for the timer, just stay here, take Navasana while you're waiting. Go for it. You can take Navasana or a banana position, so a hollow body position, for your 10-second rest in between these jackknives. Okay, so this is what you'd be doing for a 10-second rest, and just holding and isolating and drawing down in. Okay, but if you need to take that rest, just drop the knees to the floor, especially because sometimes the hip flexors take over. Once the abs just decide that they're done, then you'll start feeling your hip flexors like crazy. Okay, and I think we have one more to go here, and 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So otherwise, low back cemented to the floor and rib cage pulling down. I gotta stop talking because way too hard. Okay. All right, so plank, your side plank and plank jack are next for 50 seconds. Okay, go for it. And then plank jack, other side. Try to drive that knee up to the elbow. Don't pull the head to the knee. Think of really trying to isolate that side, right? So there's definitely ways that you can kind of cheat, but like I've said before, if you're not feeling it in your side, then you need to adjust. Okay, that's it. Take a rest. And we've just done our AB alternate. So, good job, good job. Moving on to the next 2 exercises here. All right. So, have a drink of water if you need to here while I explain the next set. So we're doing some spider lunge, donkey kick. So some cardio and some legs, and then we'll get back into some abs. So I'll just explain spider lunge. So basically it's like a mountain climber, but you are taking the legs, feet on the outsides of the hands. Okay, if I know if this sometimes feels really awkward, you could also prop your hands up on a block, a yoga block, which I've found helpful in the past as well, just to get a little more lift in your upper back and adding length to your arms, because sometimes it just feels like your arms are just way too short. I get that all the time. So switching, so these are your lunges, okay? So you're just kind of doing a hop switch, and you can do this slow. So you can go plank and then step, plank and then step. So you're getting a stretch as well as some core in that. So you're doing, by the way, you're all just doing 2 of these. You're going 1, 2, donkey kick, and then jump back to plank. 1, 2, donkey kick. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh no, you're doing a jump squat. So, okay, sorry. 1, 2, donkey kick, and then doing a jump squat, and then coming back into the lunge. 1, 2, donkey kick, jump squat. So there's 3 moves. This time will go by super fast. It's gonna be awesome. Then we're gonna do some abs. We're gonna do butterflies, butterfly crunching. The first one is going to be feet are together, knees wide, hands behind the head, shoulders lifting off the ground but not pulling on the neck, and you're just lifting your hips off the ground. Think of low abs, knees wide, really concentrating, lifting those hips, releasing them down. Okay, and then there'll be some alternatives for the next round, which I will explain. Let's just get into it right now. 10 seconds to get ready. Spider lunge, donkey kick, jump squat, starting in your lunges. 2, 1. So going 1, 2, jump up, push yourself back, jump up, do a jump squat, and then come back down. So lunging, pop up, right? You can kind of do that for a beginner. You're just doing a little hop and then jump up. Rest, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So step, step, and then kick a little bit, walk back, and do a jump up. That's your beginner move, okay? Otherwise, go ahead, do your hands down if you want. Instead of your donkey kick, get air. Just see how many you can do. 5, 4, 3, 2, last round, and go. Feel free to grunt, groan. Whew. That's very cardio intensive. All right. Okay, down to butterflies. So get on your back, knees wide. Okay, so just lifting, hips off the floor, and then down. Don't try and pull your knees into your elbows, okay? Think of lifting up, like up to the ceiling, okay? Once you start pulling your knees into your elbows, you're just relying on hip flexibility. You're not doing much for low abs at all. So up, concentrate on drawing your belly button down at the same time. If you want to, place a hand on your belly button and keep it there, and just be mindful. Lifting up, look up to the ceiling and then down. So it's just a little hip kick up and down. Okay, that's it. So that was our 50-second. We're going to start with butterflies and just do a bunch of different variations for 20-20-20. So the first one will be kind of butterfly legs, but they're called frog kick out. So your hands are behind your head and you're just reaching out and pulling in. Reaching out and pulling in. And again, you're not just trying to pull in, you're not trying to pull in super hard, just enough where you feel like your abdominals are contracting. And mostly you'll feel it away when your legs are, you'll feel it more when your legs are straight, because that's changing the lever of your body, and that's where your core really tightens. and then you're kind of bringing it in back to flexion when you are pulling your knees in. So we're doing that for 20 seconds, and then we're just doing a double crunch for the neck. So the same idea, so legs and arms are going to be away, and then this time pulling in really tight, grab onto your heels or touch your heels, and then reach out again. Okay, shoulders floating, head floating above the floor. If that's too much, keep your head on the floor, but use your arms and reach your legs down, or reach your legs up and do that. So you can change the angle. The higher your legs are, the easier it'll be for you. Okay, so don't be a hero if it's going to be too much. Just lift your legs up, and then that you can do it properly, because otherwise your back will hurt, or you're just going to be out of form, and again your hip flexors will take over, and that's not what we want. We want to strengthen some low abdominal and upper abdominal muscles. So that's what we're doing for the second 20, and then for the third 20, we're just going back to the frog kicks. So out, in. And if you want to, add on reaching, kind of just like you did in the double crunch. Okay, so I'm just going to add on a little bit of reaching, but that's up to you. You can just do the same thing that you did. So let's get started. 10 seconds to get ready. And for that last 50 seconds, by the way, we will go back to the spider lunge, donkey kick, jump squat. 4, 3, 2, 1. So just starting right away, the butterfly leg reach out. So again, my head is elevated above the floor, and my shoulders are just off the floor. If you want to make this harder, you're going just kind of skimming the ground, and okay, take a rest. Next one is a double crunch. And again, your head can be off the floor or on the floor. Go for it. So reaching out. And if you want to get more cardio, then you're just doing this really fast. And exhale is key for sure. With the abdominal exercises, breathe that through the mouth. Kind of purse your lips a little bit, use your diaphragm breath, and you're engaging your core, exhaling out. And the last one is the butterfly in and out again. So just like you did at the beginning, or in and out with just a reach. So I'm just touching my feet, my head elevated above the floor. If your head feels like it weighs a ton right now, then just drop it. Okay, that's it, all right. It's a good thing about those 20 seconds. It just don't last that long. Okay, spider lunges. This might feel like it lasts a long time. Spider lunge, spider, spider, donkey kick, jump squat. This is our last 50 seconds, and we've done this set of alternates. Lungs open. And we got 10 seconds. Woo. Starting to sweat. All right. Okay. Awesome. Good job, everybody. If you're still with me, sorry, not sorry. Drink some water. All right. I'm just gonna go back to my notes here and breathe. Try to stop the heart from jumping out of my chest. Okay, so back up to cardio, and so we'll do some frog jumps, so forward and back, and bridge. The nice thing about bridge, Always looking forward to bridge because the heart rate gets to slow way down, and it's a bridge hold. Bad news is that we got to get through the cardio part first. So some frog hops. These ones might be extra terrible tonight because you're doing 2 hops forward and 1 hop back. So those are, your feet are wide, you're touching the floor. So touch, touch, and then sorry, touch, touch, and then you're kind of driving all the way back, and then touch, touch. So just 2 little hops forward, and then swing your arms back and jump back at the same time. So those backwards jumps are definitely challenging, but you can modify by just coming down, and then you're just taking a lunge back and just taking that big step back, okay? If you got nothing left, start doing those. 10 seconds, get ready. Again, our last one is bridge. You're just gonna be down on your back and lifting your hips, and I'll explain it as we go through it. So 2 frog hops, go. So 20 seconds. 1, 2. All right. So extra hard on the old legs there. Breathe it out in those 10 seconds. All right, hop, hop. Whew. I'm not looking forward to the 15 seconds. I'm telling you that already. Sorry. I'm more just feeling sorry for myself right now. Okay, last round. Just think of how awesome that bridge is going to feel. Like a mini shavasana. Okay. Come down on your mat. Feet together, knees bent, arms down by your sides, and you're squeezing the glutes and lifting the hips up. Okay, so just play around, see where you're comfortable here. We're just doing a hold. We're not going to do a pulse. We're going to do a pulse for our next set for 20-20-20s. And this one, we are just going to hold. So whatever your practice is, just hands down by your side or clasping hands underneath, leveraging hips up higher. So whatever you need to do to kind of make this feel like it's effective. Glutes should be squeezing, so you should feel, you're gonna just poke at your butt and just feel to make sure that they're waking up there, because sometimes your low back can take over as well. So that's it. Give yourself a break, give a little twist out, and then we're gonna get right into our bridge pulses. So for our bridge pulses, we're gonna do the butterfly bridge to start. Then we're gonna do the regular bridge for the second 20, and then the butterfly bridge for the third 20. And ending in those terribly awesomely terrible frog jumps. Okay, so 10 seconds to get ready for this. Starting feet together in butterfly position, arms down by the side. This one, my hands are up, and I'm just trying to pull my shoulder blades down and push my triceps down into the floor. So you're squeezing up and then releasing down. Squeezing up and then releasing down. Don't feel like you have to rush through this. Again, it's more about feel. So squeeze it, and then releasing, contract and release, contract and release. Okay, and you can take a rest or you can hold at the top of your bridge. Okay, if this feels good and you just want to keep holding, you can do that. We're going to move into bridge, regular bridge. So knees pointed up, knees together, and go for it. So squeezing up, and then down. So with these bridge pulses, you want to think about reaching forward into the knees. So think about your knees reaching into the wall in front of you, in forward, okay? And that's a rest, or this could be a rest, just holding the lifted bridge, okay? We got one more 20-second left. Going back to glute bridge, butterfly glute bridge. So feet together, knees wide, and exhale, squeeze and lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift, and inhale, lower. All right, okay, that's it. All right, sorry, relaxation is over. We're going back to those frog hops right away and get the hardest cardio up. 50, go for it. Hop, hop, and then one hop back. Have to find my legs again. It's one of those exercises where the legs are saying, no, please, stop. Make some sound effects. Get your Eye of the Tiger on. Okay, we got 14 seconds. We're almost done the whole interval set. So that's something else to look forward to. 1, okay, that's it. Okay, take a break, shake it out, walk around. Yeah, we have one more set of alternates going on. Hello. One more set of alternates, and then an ab burnout after that. So hopefully you're sticking with me. If not, do half of this workout one day, and then finish the rest of the other day. Eventually work up to banging it out all in one. Okay, so plank, dolphin plank, bird dogs here. So we're doing, you're on your forearms in dolphin plank, okay? And we're trying to lift alternate hand and alternate foot down. Alternate hand, alternate foot down, okay? It's gonna feel really wobbly. If that feels like it's way too much, there's no way that is going to happen for you. You can do the regular bird dogs, okay? You won't feel it in the core nearly as much. So there's that, or you're back in the plank, dolphin plank, and you're just taking off the left hand, bringing it to the floor. Taking off the right hand, bringing it to the floor. Taking off the left leg, bring it to the floor. Lift that right foot, bring it to the floor. And you just keep switching, taking one limb off. Okay, and that'll sort of start that mind-muscle connection that you need to start coordinating left-right lifting and getting used to the balance, because a lot of it is balance and trying to compensate for the uneven lever situation that you're creating. So let's do that for 20. Then we're going to do some diving. So which largely is forgotten in core exercises is the back. That's when we did the bridge as well. So we're trying to get the back involved. Really helps with the posture. It's not really all about the abs at all. So it's about inner core muscles, back, posterior chain. That's what we want to strengthen to have a true strong core. So working on some diving. When you're on your belly here, you are reaching forward and then retracting the arms back. Reaching forward, retracting the arms back. My feet are lifted off the floor to put a little bit more load in the legs and keep the legs engaged. So my glutes will be engaged, and same with my hamstrings, my low back, my upper back. So we're moving, we're doing some dynamic movement through some isolating exercises as well. So there's lots happening through this exercise. So reaching, you know, you're moving dynamically through the arms and upper back and shoulders. but isolating the lower half of the body and moving through repetition. You are strengthening upper back, shoulders, traps. Okay, so that is our 50-second, and then we're gonna go back to plank bird dog. This one, we're just gonna do from the high plank and opposite arm, opposite leg, okay? If that feels like it's too much, do the same thing. Lift arm, lift the leg, lift the leg. Okay, if you need to, use your knees, but try not to use your knees because it's all about trying to challenge your body here and just throwing your body off. Try something new. If you fall, you know, you're not that low to the floor, so you shouldn't be worried. Hopefully you have mat or carpet nearby, and try to roll gracefully out and then get back in to planking. Okay, 10 seconds, round over. 10 seconds, going to dolphin plank and bird dogging in, dolphin plank. Okay, opposite arm lifts and opposite leg. So left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. Okay, and just make sure your feet are wider than hip distance apart, and my elbows just in front of my shoulders. Okay, that's a rest. Just in front of your shoulders. So usually if you have the wider base, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to take a limb off and hold that position, hold that balance, right? So just tune in to where you're grounding and what needs to tense up and compensate while you have a missing arm and a missing leg. Break that, and one more. Goes by fast. 5, 3, 2, go. Okay, try to hold it for a second or two, and then go back to the other side. All right. Okay, diving. So on the belly, I'm sweating like crazy. It's awesome. Okay, so reaching the arms forward and circling back. Reach, circle back. My hands come sweeping underneath my shoulders to reach forward again. My head drops down as I'm reaching. My head lifts up so that I'm putting my spine into extension, my upper spine into a little bit of an extension while I lift. My toes are pointed and my feet are floating above the floor, and my legs are straight. So I have my knees locked out to engage hamstrings and quadricep muscles and glutes. I'm inhaling as I'm reaching forward. I'm exhaling as I'm pulling back. Okay, that was it. Take a break. We have one more. Just going to wipe the sweat away. Okay. We have one more to do, and then we're done that. Hopefully you still with me, and we can do an ab burnout after that for 3 minutes. All right, so we're going to start with the high plank bird dog. 10 seconds to get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this might feel even more challenging than the dolphin or the forearm plank one, but again, just make sure your base is wide. Your hands can be even wider than shoulder distance apart, and your feet can be wider than hip distance apart as well. Okay, take a break. All right, okay, go for it. And breathing. Okay, take a break. One more to do. 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1. All right. Ending back in diving, which I just realized now that I just did not alternate the moves, but that's okay. We're sticking with it. It's all good. We're just doing a double round without slipping the timing, but that's fine. Same idea though. Your body's not gonna miss out. Inhale forward, exhale, circle back. Inhale, exhale, still pointing toes. Almost there, 5. All right, good job everyone. All right, that's the end of our timed interval. Just because of special requests, I'm going to just do another ab burner, 3-minute, 50-second on, 10-second rest. Just 3 exercises through right now. We'll get it over with, and then we're just going to do a quick cool down and shavasana right away here. So long workout tonight, and we're gonna get started here. So 50 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. The first one, dead bug. So you're straightening the right leg, and that right arm is reaching away. Left knee, push your left hand into your left knee, and then alternate. So whatever leg is reaching away, that's what arm is reaching away to. Head is elevated above the floor. For the next one, we're doing a sit up and punch. We're going to sit up, and you're going to lift your arm, lift your leg, and then do a cross punch for that. So lift and punch. Hands in front. Okay. Leg flutters to kill you off at the end. Arms down by the sides, and fluttering up and down. You can do crossover, right over left, left over right, and then do a couple flutters as well. But flutter, flutter, flutter. So you can go flutter high or flutter down low. Of course, when your legs are up high, that will be a lot easier than trying to hold that low flutter. But as fast as you can, as many reps as possible. Let's do this. 50 seconds, dead bug, go. So, head above the floor, pushing your hand into your knee. I'm just trying to breathe and stick with it here, trying to stay engaged in the core. Check my timer here, 5 seconds. All right, give it a rest, squeeze your legs in. Next one is a sit up and punch. Okay, so working some upper abdominals. Go for it. So sit up, punch. Have your fists here in front of your chest. Roll back and then punch. I'm lifting my opposite leg up, but you don't have to. You can keep your feet on the floor and just lift up to sit up and then cross punch. Okay, you don't have to do this fast. Of course, you're exhaling, inhaling down, exhaling, and twisting. Almost here. 5. All right, take a break. We got one more to do. It's leg flutters. And then we can stretch. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, go for it. So arms down by the side. And just try to keep yourself grounded on the mat. So what's gonna happen if you're tired already, and that may just well be tired, you have every reason to be if you're still with me, then just lift your legs up, okay? Otherwise, again, hip flexors will start to feel like they're going to fall out of your hips or explode or do something terrible. So you can do that, or you can do some little leg flutters above your, so feet kind of more above your hips. You can cycle your legs, okay? Bring one knee in, then the other knee in. Okay, working some low abs here. All right, that is it. Good job, everybody. Yeah, so let's get to stretching here. We'll come up to stand right away. So just at the top of your mat or middle of your mat, take your arms over your head, inhale, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up, exhale, release. Inhale, lift up, exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Okay, at the top, grab onto opposite wrist above your head. And just kind of hold there. Try not to arch back too much. Just thinking your tailbone dropping straight down. Lean to your left. And then come back to center and then lean to your right. Breathe. And then come back to center. Take your hands back behind you, clasp. Step your feet wide. Pull the shoulder blades back, squeeze. This time bow forward, but bend your knees so you come into a squat. So drop the head. And one more breath. And then lift up all the way. Reach up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, and let the arms go down by the side. Sweep the arms up again. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor and step your right foot back. Drop your right knee to the floor. Take the arms up for a crescent lunge. Take your right hand down to the floor and lift just your left arm. Reach forward with your left arm. Lift your right knee up off the floor, adding just a little bit more load into the stretch. Reach through the right heel, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the back knee, reach up with both arms, take an inhale, then exhale, bring the hands to the floor, step back, plank, lower through chaturanga, up dog cobra, slowly look over your left shoulder, and breathe, and then slowly come back to center, and then look over your right shoulder, and then back to center. Okay, lift back into downward facing dog. Stretch out, pull the heels back to the mat and try to really get those calves stretching here. Walk the heels towards each other so you're in a duck foot position, so toes are out and heels are in. And push the heels towards the floor. Pull the hips back or the chest towards the thighs. And then turn the toes in and the heels out, so your pigeon toe. And try to do the same thing. Reach the heels towards the floor. Pull the hips back and keep drawing the chest towards the thighs. Press with your hands, keep engaging. Now point the toes straight forward and step your right foot forward. Bring the arms up, crescent lunge. Bring the left hand to the floor. Reach up with your right arm, open that shoulder. Reach your right arm forward and then take your left knee off the floor and push through your left heel. Breathe. Keep reaching with that arm. Keep reaching back through the heel. Try to think of a really, really long line, and you're just getting even more stretchier here as you're trying to engage. You're pushing through the heel and reaching through the fingertips, and drop the knee and lift both arms. Hands to the floor. Back you go to plank chaturanga. Lift into up dog or cobra, and then rest in child's pose. Come forward up to tabletop pose. Knees are underneath your hips. Walk your arms forward to puppy pose. So pull the hips back. Breathe and relax your belly. An alternate variation here is chin to floor, chin to mat. So you are getting an extension through your neck. But if that does not feel like it's something that you can even do, then forehead to the floor. But if it doesn't bother you, then chin is to the floor and you are looking forward at your hands. So the chest will come quite a bit more down to the floor with your chin on the floor as well. Okay, and then lifting back up and walk your hands in. Spin your legs around and just reach your legs straight forward. We're just going to do straight forward fold, lifting the arms up. Take an inhale, exhale, and fold forward. Anywhere your hands land is fine. Try to keep the feet flexing back. If you can't reach your toes and you're a long ways from your toes, I recommend either doing the folded up mat trick like I've explained in another video here. Just make a little cozy for your feet here and grab onto the mat. So you have lots of grip here. And that way you can get into those hamstrings and it's not all in your back. And it allows you just to kind of lift from your back and reach, okay? So you're inhaling and then exhaling, trying to sink down into it. Inhaling, maybe backing out a little bit, lifting a little bit taller, thinking about length, and then exhaling, breathing, getting a little bit more into it. Okay, take another inhale, and then exhale. Holding a little bit longer. All right, and then releasing from there. And come onto your back from here. Roll like a ball. Grab onto the backs of the knees. Tuck the chin. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Okay, and then back to onto your spine for happy baby. Grab onto knees and rock side to side, knees or shins, or grab onto your feet. Rock side to side, inhaling and exhaling. All right, feet to floor. Cross your right ankle on the left knee and figure four stretch. Grab onto the back or your hamstrings here, onto the back of the right leg or left leg, or clasp in front of the left shin. Head is on the floor. Like I've said in another video here, you can use a wall by planting your foot. Your left foot here would be on the wall, or your left foot would just be held up by, maybe it's on a chair or a bench or your couch. And that way you don't have to kind of use the force of your arms and kind of squeeze and tense your hands so much. So you can kind of give a little bit more into relaxing into the pose. So making it a little more restorative, which is kind of the good thing about doing it from home too, right? Because You might have some cushions around or just some props hanging around. It starts to you start to look at things a little bit differently and kind of get a little bit more creative with your poses using walls. All right, so letting that go, and then taking the legs over to the left side, and so we're getting that double twist shape, or stacking your knees over to the side here. So maybe the knees drop onto the floor. You can place your left hand on top of that right knee or thigh, adding a little bit more pressure and a little bit more weight to help your low back release. If your low back feels really tight right now, or hips feel really tight, just kind of adding that weight onto your knee or somewhere along from your hip to your knee, so somewhere along your thigh there, it really kind of helps you just let go of everything. Your right arm stretching out to the right. Take another deep breath in. And deep breath out. And then releasing from here. Let's switch sides, going to the other side. So that right ankle is on the left knee and you're doing your figure four stretch. So hugging, holding underneath there onto your hamstrings or clasping in front. Breathing as best as you can, maybe taking some deep breaths out through the mouth here, and really just kind of checking in with your facial muscles too, because if you hold a lot of tension in your hips, that might translate into holding a lot of tension in your jaw. So that might be a lot of unconscious tension being held, and here's just a good time to kind of scan through the body and just check in and observe what's happening as your body's going through a little bit of stretch and maybe a little bit of stress at the same time. And you're trying to breathe through this kind of stress, right? So breathing through the muscle. You're not breathing through any kind of pain. There should be no pain. It just should feel like an uncomfortable feeling as, tense muscles feel when they're kind of being stretched like this. We're going to release over to the right and continue on breathing. Again, change your position if as you need to, stack your knees or wind your knees up even more, and continue breathing. Reaching out that left arm, reaching out to the side, changing your left arm angle from your shoulders, sweeping overhead, dropping it down by your side. Check in again, bringing some awareness to shoulder, bringing awareness to low back and hip. Take another deep breath in. And then we're just going to exhale out of the pose. So unwind the legs, bring your feet or knees together and your feet together. Give yourself some love, hug up, and squeeze and breathe into your spine. Okay, and then we're releasing the head to the floor. Take a few windshield wipers here before shavasana. Arms are open to a T. Drop the knees left and then drop the knees right. Lazily back and forth. Bring awareness back into the breath. Alright, and then slow it all the way down and then move into shavasana from here. Just straightening one leg out at a time and bringing the arms alongside your body and palms are face open to the ceiling. So just take some time, even if it's just a couple minutes here, to fully let go onto your mat and just be still. If you feel like you like there's something that's going to be really distracting for you, such as temperature of the air, you feel like you're going to be cold, then cover up with blanket and get settled back in. Otherwise, just choosing to be here and now and be with your breath for this short period of time. Seeing how still you can make your body. Seeing how still and quiet you can make your mind. And start doing this. Try not to force thoughts out of your head, because that tendency is to just think of more thoughts, or whenever you try to repress thoughts, the more thoughts come in, and it's kind of a opening floodgate. So the trick is to just watch the thoughts as they arise, but don't get caught up in trying to put emotion to the thought, or get kind of caught up in that thought train. And so those are thoughts from past or present. Try to stay right here, right now, in this present moment. Just start by noticing how your body feels, getting through the body. Bring some sound and some attention to your breath so that your brain can focus on that and sound your breath. Or if you have music playing, that is a great tool as well. Okay, just to keep you in that present. Some long deep breaths in and out through the nose. And begin to fully relax your whole back body and connect into the mat, connect into the floor, and the heels, the calves, backs of your legs, glute muscles, hips, your low back, your mid back, your upper back. Feel your shoulder blades pull down and back. Breathe into your back of the rib cage, sides of the rib cage. On your exhale, try to sink your just supported by the mat and by the earth. And again, fully relaxing and softening through the forehead, the eyebrow line, the eyes, eyelids, relaxing all muscles around the face and the cheeks, the mouth, and around the jaw and the temples. Relax completely the tongue in the mouth and let it be still. Just soften the throat, collarbones, the chest, and the abdomen. Feel your whole body connecting and breathing together and relaxing together. On your next inhale, begin to feel like your low back lifts a little bit, your upper back, and let it sink back onto the floor. So feel free to stay in your position and just kind of cut me off here, but then bring you back into waking state through a little bit of movement, fingers and toes, rocking the head from side to side, moving the wrists around and ankles around. Adding some more sound into the breath, and just whatever move you're going to take now, stretching, just make it intentional. So do what is going to feel good in your own body. What is your body telling you to move? Where is your body telling you to move? And just breathing with your movements. You're connecting your breath to your own movement. Some windshield wipers again, maybe morning stretch, maybe yawning. Any kind of shoulder stretching, opening. From there, rolling or rocking over onto your right. And then making your way off to seated from there. And yeah, namaste everybody. That is the end of the practice. Thanks for joining me. If you stuck with me, or if you're going to do the video at another date, that's great as well. I'm going to put these videos all up on YouTube, on Melissa Shippey YouTube channel. So have fun with it. Let me know what you think. I like comments as well, so please let me know if you want what you want in your videos here, if you want longer videos, shorter videos, or if you want something specific for me to focus on. So that includes Monday night classes as well. I do a vinyasa flow on Mondays at 7. Yeah, so hi everybody. Thanks for joining me. Melissa Shippey, Live Elements Yoga. Hope you had a great workout, and hope you have a great week and you're staying safe and healthy. And yeah, peace everyone.